And welcome everyone to the Mediumship Show with me, Mike Cavalli, and of course our Jean will be here, I should imagine, managing the proceedings. Guides of various types are more than likely going to step in. I say more than likely, and I have this sort of uncertainty because we really don't know what's going to happen, do we? Who's going to, am I going to be speaking directly with someone in spirit, or is it going to be through their guide? We just have to wait and see. So there we go. Tanita, hi, hello and welcome. And just while we're waiting for a few people to come in, I'll just run through a few things here. First of all, let's get some publicity out the way. I'd like to start with by, of course, here's Colin Walker Etheric Web. All that you want to know about spiritualism is there. You can go to his website, ethericweb.com, or Menorca Consciousness, and he's got loads of circles there that's going on that you can perhaps connect with. And so, talking of Colin Walker, if you find yourself in Vienna next Tuesday, we've got our divine services. Well, it's a kind of divine service. So we do a bit of singing, and Colin is going to be demonstrating the mediumship that evening. He's a fabulous medium. He lives in the Czech Republic with his Czech wife. So we've only got about 5 seats left. So it'd be nice to have a full house for him since he's coming all that distance. So, okay, appreciate a message from my spirit team and guides from our highest good. Certainly, we'll jump straight on that as soon as I get through these publicity things. And good evening to you also. Thank you for coming along. So, what else we got there? Oh, of course, we mustn't forget our dear friend Linda, who is doing a great job over there. You know, Linda speaks her mind, and she tells you exactly how it is. And so if you want to know a little bit more about pretty much everything, the paranormal, go to her Facebook page, Dr. Linda Kramer at Facebook there, and you'll be able to find out all kinds of information. Oops, okay, let me get rid of her for a minute. Not that way. Okay. I also want to say on the 22nd, that's Thursday week, I'm doing a Zoom demonstration with Sissy. This is a little bit different from what we're doing here. You know, it'll be done more in the traditional way. We're here, people are just texting in, and I seem to find myself rabbiting on about all kinds of things. With the live demonstration, it's done more in the way of, let's say, organised. So people will come on the Zoom, and Sissy or myself will either go direct or throw something out, and then you'll have the opportunity to answer via the voice. I'll just remind you of that after when we're done. So, okay. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? Okay, I'll just come to you very shortly with these messages. I just want to mention something that's really quite important. I think I may have mentioned it before, but I really feel you will have noticed in the last week or since before Christmas, enormous changes are going on the global scale. Not only on the global scale, but you probably find within your environment also. Now, Sean had been telling me this for a long time, that this period was coming. And so I want to invite you all not to be fearful of what's going on in the world. If you can keep your nerve and you can keep yourself in that love vibration, that peace vibration, we'll get through all this a lot quicker. But these changes that are coming are inevitable as the old world begins to collapse, and the dinosaurs that have been guiding us begin to collapse. Oh yeah, please do try and attend. Just let me know as soon as you possibly can, and I'll reserve you a seat there. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Let me just get back to there we are, Stoller 1986. Hello and welcome to you also. So the point is this, that to change the outside environment we have to change the inside environment. So look, the end goal we're looking for in this world is peace and abundance for all, not just for me, not just for my family, but peace and abundance for all. So first of all, we have to find the peace within ourselves, because there will never be peace in the outside world if we're not having peace within ourselves. So how do we do this? We learn to not be fearful. That's the only way I can say it. I'm just putting it in a nutshell at the moment. Many people have lectures on this. I've given talks on it, Ascension into 5D. But start to change your inner environment, and without doing anything, your outer environment will change. That's just the way it is. And then we take the collective people that have been changing their inner environment to the outer environment. I would also say that there's this special type of meditation, transcendental meditation, and with evidence that's been shown that's not been supplied by the people that do the transcendental meditation. They have shown how they've reduced crime, increased quality of life. It's the Rhode Island quality of life study, that while these people were meditating, the quality of life went up, and what that meant was that road accidents became fewer, more people gave up smoking, less people were hospitalised for alcoholism and drugs and so on and so forth. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. So let's change the inner environment. Okay, I'd like to have a message from spirit guides about my job search now, or anything they will like to tell me. I'd appreciate it. Okay, well, I'll start with this one. Hang on, was this anyone coming through here for me? Absolutely someone will be coming through for you. Just let me deal with this one first about a message from spirit guides about my job search now, or anything they'd like to tell me. Okay, so first of all, certainly with you, I'm being told that there's been this desire for change actually for quite a while, and I think it's been about 2 years that this change has been desired to happen. But now actually it's being forced upon you, because this is the time of change. So nothing's going to happen in January, it seems that they're telling me, but February should start to kick in. And I also feel that this is going to be a change of opportunity for you, a different type of job, if you like. And I want to go back to some memories and some thoughts that you've had when you were a lot younger, and they're telling me that people were telling you, you can't do that, that's not for you, that's for other people, this is, you know, just get a safe, secure job and everything will be fine, blah, blah, blah. No, now is the time for you to step up, and now because we're in the vibration of change, we're also in the vibration of responsibility. And I can assure you that if you really start looking now for something that you want, not just a change, but something that you want, then it will come. I spoke earlier about change the environment from within, and the environment outside changes. So to me it seems just a little bit to do with confidence, and you've got to now start finding the courage to thank you, to be your genuine, authentic self, which may, excuse my French, piss off a lot of people. because they'll want to know what's happened, why have you changed. But all you're doing is now expressing yourself how you should be. And when you start to express yourself how you should be, then things are going to change for you. But you have to be your genuine, authentic self. Oops, turn that light off. So look out for February. I also get the name, it sounded like Anne or Anna coming as well, because I know there's a grandmother guide here. She's not your main guide, but she is a guide, and she's here trying to work through all this, because she'd experienced the same type of thing as you've experienced, in where people through love, they just wanted to keep you safe. But that's not who you are. I can see, and what they're showing me is you're a bit of a warrior, and that warrior has been suppressed. So it's no surprise that we find you here at Société Jeanne d'Arc mediumship evening, because of the warrior aspect. So I hope that makes a bit of sense to you. Let me know if you can take the name Anna, because that come through, or it's certainly an A, that come through very strong. I feel you will get your job, your new job, before the end of the year, but they're telling me you must have absolute clarity of what it is you want to do, because I think you're not quite there yet with the clarity aspect. Be brave, be courageous, go for what you want, and you won't be sorry for that. So I leave that with you. Okay, I appreciate a message from my spirit team and guides for my higher good. Okay, this is this one here. Okay, it's so interesting, because in the old days when we used to do this mediumship reading, people 99% of the time wanted to hear from loved ones in spirit. Great, that's what we're trained for. But now people are looking, interestingly, for their higher self. What I would say with you is that your higher self contradicts your earthly self, and there's this battle going on at the moment between what your mind wants from you and what your higher self wants from you. So before I get into what they want to tell you, one of the things that I do whenever I get in this situation where I'm trying to balance things up is I put my hand on my heart, I look down, and I ask my heart, because the heart has consciousness, it has its own mind and its own memory, just like every other cell in your body, and your heart won't betray you. But I think it's important to, hand on heart, close your eyes and inwardly look down at the heart and make a statement rather than a question. So make a positive statement, and you will most likely find that your heart will answer you before you've even finished creating that statement. Now, having said all that, for you also, changes are about. Now, they want to bring me to the 12th of December that's just gone, because I think there was something in your consciousness or in your mind in and around the 12th that you was really chewing over, something that was either annoying you, upsetting you, or you couldn't get your head around, and it is to do with your progress in life. Now, first of all, I do know that you are a healer, is what they're telling me, and I'm pretty sure that this is something that you want to do in life for work. But what they're saying here at the moment is you need something else, something more, what they say is earthly fulfilling for you. So just bear in mind a job change or a position change somewhere, what's going to be more fulfilling. But you are heading in the direction of healing in some sort. And as I say this, they keep saying in my ear, channel, 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 channel. So I don't know if you have ever practiced channeling, but I think this is something you want to do. And if it isn't something you thought of, please consider this now, because this comes through very strong. hang on, I'll be back with you in 1 second. I just want to read this. Thanks, Mike. It's really relates what you're saying. It's been almost 2 years since my last name is warrior in Spanish. Thank you for your message. Yeah, we tend to attract warrior type people on this show, on this platform in Société Jeanne d'Arc. So thank you very, very much for that, and I hope to see you next Wednesday if you can make it. So for your highest good, the other thing that they're saying to you about this highest good is to let things go from the past, because it was in the past. Okay, they want to bring this to you now also, and this is to do with, I think someone may have spoken to you about this, but this is what Jeanne has been telling me. Yeah, you don't need to heal the past to heal yourself in the future. And for this reason, that in the higher consciousness world, past, present and future all run simultaneously. And if you heal yourself right now, in this present moment, you will be healing yourself in the past and the future, if you like. So thank you. The key, what they're telling me, is focus on being now in the present moment, and don't let your mind keep wandering and straying around. I think late February, March is going to be a good time for you also. Either way, I can assure you, if you roll with the changes, even if it's not what your mind wants, but if you search it in your heart will certainly won't betray you, and that's where you'll find the answer. Now let me wrap this up with a book, a saying for you. When I loved myself enough, I'll stop it here. It says, when I loved myself enough, I learned to ask, who in me is feeling this way? When I feel anxious, angry, restless or sad, if I listen patiently, I discover who needs my love. And no one better than who needs your love is you. And Diana Ria Guerra, yeah, let me give you when I loved myself enough. Okay. When I loved myself enough, I learned to ask who. It's the same one. I think I learned to ask who in me is feeling this way when I feel anxious, angry, restless or sad. If I listen patiently, I discover who needs my love. Exactly the same one. How interesting. Okay, so I leave that with you. Okay, so let's go back here. Anyone coming through for me, please? Okay, yes, let's have a look who comes through. There's several people here. I've got some notes written down, but the one person that comes through, and please, it might not be who you want to hear from. It might be someone else, and that someone else might be able to bring that someone in. So I do have a lady here. Well, I've got two ladies here. I'm going to describe them. They're completely separate. It seems they're not related in any shape or form. The first one is a lady that I would say is quite elegant and wore very flowery dresses. She gives me a pain all around the chest, and particularly down this side here. And I feel her passing was very quick, very sudden. She gives me an age of about 72, 73. But I do feel that she was younger, and just the stress of life made her look a bit older. She seems to me to be beautiful. She has this blondie brown hair, and it's long, and she keeps it at the back there. This is the first lady that comes through. The second lady that comes through is somebody that's got a round face, and she seems to have a wideish nose that's flat, and her eyes are sort of buried a little bit further back, and they're quite dark brown eyes. She's got a wide face, and she seems to me to be of a Latino type of background. And I feel this person is also quite a spiritual person, and somebody that knows a lot about forbidden healing and so on and so forth. So she steps in. So there's these two ladies that step in. I wonder if you can take any one of those, or if anyone else can take them. Oh yeah, the first lady seems to be of an auntie type vibration, and when I say that, I mean it could be that this was a mother-daughter relationship, but it was quite a friendly relationship, more than just mother-daughter. So it could have a sort of an aunt feeling about it, where it was a little bit more open. She steps in, as I say. I feel there was a heart condition and some other things going on here, and her passing was very, very quick. It felt like it was a shock. The other lady doesn't say much. It's almost as if she's saying, "You should know who I am. Thank you very much." So, okay, let's go back here. Where can you read what I was reading? Okay, here's the book. It's called When I Loved Myself Enough, if you can see that. And it is by Kim Macmillan and Alison Macmillan. It's a wonderful book. As you can see, it's just simple quotes. Well worth reading first thing in the morning. Okay, so this could be my grandfather's sister, maybe. Okay. Oh, my great-grandmother passed away from a heart attack. Yeah, it does feel that it was quite sudden, actually. And I feel this lady was quietly popular and very well respected. And so I think there was quite a shock element to the past about the age of 40. Okay, yeah. I think I said she appeared to be about the age of 70, 72, but was much younger. I think there was just a lot of stress in her life. I think she was elegantly dressed. I don't think she had lots and lots of money, but again, this was somebody that was very, very well organised. I also sensed she was gently spoken, but you couldn't mess around with this lady, and I find myself doing this with my hands. It isn't something I normally do, so I think if she really wanted to get the point across, she would, and she wouldn't mind giving you a telling off if it was needed. Yeah, let's see if you get any more information from that, then I'll try and bury myself deeper into the link. Okay. Any advice on what I should focus on in my next couple of weeks? Any message for me? Okay. What should you focus on the next couple of weeks? Thank you. The now, the present moment. Focus on the now. I'm sorry about the lighting in here, actually, by the way. I do like to keep it a little bit darker, but it seems to have got a little bit too dark, actually. But I think you can see me, but it's not important that you see me. So what to focus on? Okay, so it seems the next 2 weeks are kind of quite pivotal. Now, this actually, I think, might be a side issue for you. But, and I'm not saying this is for you, but I just want to say that as we speak, within the next 2 weeks, a baby has stepped in. So it could be a friend who's having a baby. And so there is something around this baby within the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, something like this, that is going to be quite important to you. Maybe you might be a godmother or something like this, but certainly a baby steps in. So for the next 2 weeks also, whilst this is a period of change, I don't see too much change going on in and around your life at this present time, but it is happening. And I just got the name Jonathan come marching in. If you can take that, not necessarily related to the person who's speaking right now, but if you can take the name Jonathan, that would be something to look out for. So the next 2 weeks, I think I would have to say, and whoever's telling me this, is nothing exciting is going to happen, but there are changes again in the air for you. I think perhaps 2 weeks is right. I think maybe we're looking at 3 weeks, the latter end of 3 weeks, or into the 4th week. So if you're expecting something in 2 weeks, don't be surprised if it may not come. It might be delayed in coming on a little bit further. I also I've just been shown an aeroplane, and this is always representative of travel, so there might be some travel going on with you within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so look out for that as well. Let me just see if I can find one more thing for you. Let me think. Okay, they've been a little bit tricky here with this one. Okay, I'll be honest with you, they're not giving me much more, but I hope that resonates with you. Let me read you from When I Loved Myself Enough. I'm going to flick through the page and stop. And it says, when I loved myself enough, I would sometimes wake in the night to what? To music playing within me. That must be wonderful to wake up to music playing with you. I think it's also good, and it's a good practice, since we astral travel every night. When you wake up in the morning, just try and remember one thing, even if it's one word. One word will become eventually one sentence, and then you'll be able to remember great big long phrases, and you'll be able to remember pretty much everything that you did in that astral journey. What's the purpose of it? It will really help you make this connection with your higher self and the spirit world, if you choose to do so. I think it's a valuable thing that we can have from this. Oh, by the way, about the next 2 weeks, this just come in and said, remember, these are life experiences and not life lessons. So I think that's quite important to get across to you. It's life experiences, not life lessons. And that's a big difference when we talk about life experiences and life lessons. So let's go back. Have we done that one? Okay. Appreciate a message from my spirit team and guides for the highest good. I'm not sure if we've done this one, but we'll give it another go, see if something else pops up with you. Yeah, okay. So as I sit here, I get a little bit fidgety, a little bit agitated. I get a little bit, what's the word? I feel I want to do something, but I don't know what it is I want to do. I want to keep moving, and I want to keep trying to advance, but I don't know where I want to advance to. It seems that everything is a shot in the dark. And yeah, I mean, we could say that that's true to a certain degree. One of the things that they're saying here about for your highest good is to be gentle with yourself naturally. I've mentioned this before. You will never speak to anyone more than you do yourself, so be gentle with yourself. I also want to say to you, for your higher good. And I'm not saying that you'll be a professional at this, you can choose to be, but I feel that there's a burning desire for you to communicate with spirit in some shape or form, not necessarily evidential mediumship, which I'll be doing Thursday week, but a desire to connect with the higher self and the higher realms. I think that is what they're asking for, the higher good. How can you do this? Well, obviously, naturally, we need to do a little bit of training, but other than that, there's certain things you can do. Like I mentioned, when you wake up, first thing, write things down. I always talk to, when I go to bed at night, I say thank you for the universe, the divine, for the day, for my health. Always say good night to my mum and dad in the spirit world. I have a little chat with Jean, and it's when I'm in that semi-sleep state that I can hear very, very, very clearly. And I would encourage you to do that. Try and get in between that sleep state and awake state, and this is where you'll start to hear the spirit world. And I really feel for your higher good, this is where you should be. I'm told it makes you a little bit nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous. When you're doing things for the right reason, you will be loved, you'll be protected. So please don't concern yourself with this, and just live in the moment. I also get the feeling that sometimes you get distracted and you take yourself out of the now, because remember, we create our future in the now, and if our mind is skipping all over the place, our future is going to be all over the place. So thank you once again. Don't listen to the monkey mind. Hand on heart, look down. Ask the heart in the form of a positive statement. Just for a very simple example, hand on heart, instead of saying, am I a boy or am I a male? I would say, I am a male, and that's a statement. And you can also put your hand on your heart and say, I am female, and obviously the response would be different in my case. So try this, simple statements. I think then you'll get yourself back on path. You'll get yourself back on course. Let's do one more. When I loved myself enough, because I love this. Let's go back. Oh, we're almost at the front. When I loved myself enough, I came to see I'm not special, but I am unique. Yeah, that's it. That's brilliant. Okay, let's carry on. Okay. Let's go back here. Hang on. Right, okay. So when I was doing this business, she did that with her hands. Okay, perfect. That's a nice bit of confirmation. Are there any messages from my mother? Thank you so much. Okay. Did your mother have an issue with her voice? Because as I started speaking, when we connected there, my voice started to change, and it started to feel groggy, it started to feel dry, and I felt there was a change in my voice. And perhaps either your mother had a change in her voice through either medications that were being taken, or she was just completely tired and exhausted. And as you can hear, my voice is kind of tired and exhausted as we speak, and I'm going to ask her just to step back a little bit. I'm going to take a glug of water, excuse me. So this is who I've got here at the moment. If you don't recognise her at the moment, don't worry so much, because I feel your mother was also someone that didn't want to share her troubles with anyone, and you probably wouldn't have known how poorly she was until it was unmistakable. So let's see if there's a message from her mother. Okay. Okay, I know often mediums do this, and it's a kind of safety net. But I'm going to give this to you anyway because this is what's given. And I've been given a rose to give to you. Now, I don't know if it's the name Rose or Rosemary or Rosie, but certainly a rose is given to you, and it's a symbol of love, naturally. Um, as I said, I have to admit, it really is a safe bet with a lot of mediums to give a rose, but it's definitely been given here to me to give to you. So she hands this over. I want to give you the month. Oh, that just slipped past me. I want to give you 68, or the 6th of the 8th, or if you're... okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, so look, that, okay, it's not really to do with your mother, but I've just been shown around you or someone you know who's in a gym that was like to keep fit or lift weights or something like this. But they did bring me to this gym. I think it obviously there's some association with your mother with this. I'm just hoping you can recognise who this might be to help with the confirmation. But other than that, I must be honest, I'm not getting much more with your mother. If you can recognise any of that, just put a text in and that'll help with the link. Let's give you a little message here. When I loved myself enough, I began feeling such relief. When you love yourself enough, you're in your own power. Okay. Maybe my maternal grandmother can come through. Yesterday was her birthday and we always used to celebrate in a family circle. Okay. Well, what I do see is immediately as you say this, I hear a lot of music and I see a lot of dancing. But when I say dancing, I don't mean everyone's dancing around. So there is the feeling of dancing, feeling of joyfulness, and there's a feeling of a special, it's like a cake or a meal, something special that is prepared for this occasion. And I think it even goes down the generation. So somebody might still be preparing this particular cake or meal to this recipe that's been handed down. So having said all that, I think you have something. I think you have something of your maternal grandmother's that she wants you to. She gives the word treasure, because this comes down as well. And I find myself doing this with my hands. Maybe she used to do this or something very similar with my hands. Again, this isn't my action. Either that or she was quite a pious person that would pray quite a lot. But she's making me do this action that she wants to bring to you. As we speak now, I feel she's coming round you, and you might be able to feel her now on her around your shoulders and your neck. So if you just think of her for one moment and you will start to feel her, let me know if you can start to feel her around the shoulders and the neck. And it's like she's putting her whole of her arms around you. There is a name, I can't figure the name, but it's something like either a C and a H, so there's a ch kind of name in there. It's certainly not a name that I have heard of. So just let me know if any of that makes sense, and then I can take that link a little further. I'm going to leave you for the moment with When I Love Myself Enough for you. And it is, when I love myself enough, I let the tomboy in me swing off the rope in Jackass Canyon. Yes. So there we are. A little bit more fun, a little bit more courage, a little bit more danger and adventure in your life. Maybe your grandmother was like that also. I sense that she quietly could have been something of that nature. Okay, thank you very much. How are you? I'm on my son's account, but something or someone has brought me to your channel. I'm happy to be here, as I have been going through a lot in the past few months. Okay, well, I think that's all ending, since we are in the period of change, and the change is no different for you. If you roll with the change, then things are going to start moving. It feels like you've been stuck for quite a while. You say recently, but I think it's been quite a while. And what's happening now is his spirit is pushing you now, or encouraging you into a situation where it feels like soon you'll have no option. And this doesn't mean in a bad way. It just means is that they're guiding you on a path where you actually want to go. But it can be daunting. It can be frightening. But you've got some good people behind you. I know from what they're telling me, and maybe you've been told this, that you're an old soul. Let's have a look. So you go back generations and generations and generations of soul cycles. Let's put it that way. And I feel that this is perhaps your last time here on the earth plane as well. All this is going to be recognized soon by yourself. What is stopping you from pulling out of this, let's say, this worry, this fear, this anxiety? Yes, it's the unknown, but it's, thank you, more than anything, it's the monkey mind that's overactive. And what they're telling me is that you just need to walk in nature. I don't think meditation for long periods is good for you right now, but to walk in nature and focus. Once you start to walk in nature, you start to get more balance again. And if you can walk when the weather's better on soil, on sand, by the sea, just thank you, just to be around nature, and you will start to find things will change. I'm also told, okay, let me get the phrase right. Believe it, when I see it, I will not. See it, when I believe it, I will. And that's the change you have to make for yourself. I think from what they're telling me, when you're ready, when you're going to really say to yourself, damn it, I'm worth it. I'm worth so much more than this, and I'm going to achieve. In fact, I am achieving. When you start to think like this, then this is going to roller coaster for you. And it'll roller coaster for you because you are an old soul and you've done this several times before. So, can you take the name Bobby? Bobby just flew in. If it's not for you, it'll be for someone else. I've also got someone here that's given me a head condition. It feels really like there's a lot of pressure on the head, so they might have had an aneurysm before they passed, or suffered from a lot of migraine or something like this. But there is a hell of a lot of pressure on my head right now. So I'll leave you with that. Again, if you can take any of that, let me know, and then I'll see if I can further the link. Okay, let's give you a quick reading. When I loved myself enough, I came to see I'm not special, but I'm unique. We've had that one, so let's give you another one. Okay. When I loved myself enough, I began to see that my ego is part of my soul. With the shift in perception, or with the shift in perception, I can't read this for the life of me. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick it up there, and maybe you can see that. There you are. It's such small writing. So, okay, I'll leave that with you. Let me know in the link if there's any more. Okay, having having lots of nightmares recently, unfortunately. Okay, Angie in Vienna. I'll tell you what I do. Tonight, when I do my healing, I will send healing towards you, and hopefully the healing of the nightmares will stop tonight. I think this isn't going to go on for much longer. The nightmares, it's an overactive mind that you're going through, and all your fears and your worries are being brought to the surface. Tonight, when you go to bed, really just tell yourself that tonight I'm going to sleep well. Tonight I'm protected by the angels. Tonight I'm surrounded by love, and myself and Jean will do the rest. And I don't think you're going to have nightmares tonight. What is the root of the nightmares? It could be anything. I'm going to try and ask. Apparently it's worry about the future. This is what they're telling me. And you don't have to worry about the future. All you've got to do is just take care of the now. Don't even worry about the now. Just take care of that. Oops, what's going on here? Buttons going all over the place. So tonight, well, I've got to make a confession. It'll be about 11 o'clock. It'll be after the football match tonight. I'm going to send you healing. I know Jeanne is going to be there. She's a warrior. And if you like, ask her for help. And if you take self-responsibility by doing whatever you can to stop the nightmares, she will step in and she will help you, and I'll do the healing tonight. And please just contact me through private message and let me know how you got on with that. So tonight, the nightmares end. Okay. So please let me know if you can pick up anything for me. My name's Tiffany. Thanks so much. Okay. Tiffany, I would say with you, yeah, again, you know, when you work with Jeanne, she's so positive, and what she said, this is Jeanne speaking, this isn't your guide, so for some reason Jeanne has stepped in. The world is your oyster. Why are you stopping? I must be honest and tell you, she's a very, very strict Jeanne. She calls it how it is. What is preventing you from progression? And she says, it's you. Don't worry. Don't fear. Don't have any doubt about yourself. Okay, your loved ones are around you. Okay, and she suggests that you should become aware of them. I've also actually want to bring in a dog who comes in. I don't think the dog was yours. I think it belonged to a family member, and you know, you grew up with this dog, I think. But this wonderful little dog comes in, and the dog comes in to lift your vibration, to try and make you happy. You might also feel the dog jump on your bed of a night time. This is what I've been shown. But Jeanne tells me there's nothing to worry about with your future in all aspects, personal life, social life, relationship life. Just start and be yourself. That is very clear. Once you start and be yourself, just like everyone else, once you start to be yourself, you're going to see some incredible change. I think also a move is going to come along for you. Either you just moved or you're going to be moving. It could be any time, but I think a move is quite good for you because I feel there needs to be a change of environment. with you. There's an element, I feel, of you being a little bit bored with everything. Thank you. And that's only because you haven't found your passion. You do know your passion, I'm told, but you've buried it deep inside you because, like with a previous message, you've been told that's not for you, that's for other people. You should just do this, it's nice and easy. You get yourself a job, you get yourself a mortgage, you get married, you do this, you do that. But I don't sense that's been you. I think you've been stifled in your life, and the authentic self hasn't been able to come out. So when Jeanne went to ask for an army, they mockingly said to her, well, when do you want the army? And she said, today rather than tomorrow, tomorrow rather than any other. And this is the message she brings to you. Start today. And if you can't start today, tomorrow is better than any other. She says, don't try and work out all the details. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. There is a absolute wealth of consciousness within you waiting to explode outwards. And you can do this and your life again will change. So let me read you a little message. Oops, missed it. Okay, let's see if I can read this. When I loved myself enough, I saw beyond right and wrong and became neutral. At first I thought this was indifference. Now I see it clearly. That comes with neutrality. Okay, well, let me try and just rephrase that. Jeanne was always telling me, when there's these global conflicts, don't pick sides. And say, yeah, but Jeanne, if you don't pick a side, you're choosing with the aggressor. And she's very clear about this. You don't know who the aggressor is. It might be crystal clear with the information you've told, but choosing sides creates more division. What do we want with let's say the Central European conflict? We want peace and abundance. That's the outcome. Don't worry about who's right and who's wrong. That'll be sorted out by the lawyers. Our job is to give out the feeling of peace and abundance. That's what we want. And that's what she's saying to you also. Bring out that peace and love and joy and abundance that's within you. Okay, so I'll leave you that. I think you're going to do okay, Tiffany. I think you're going to do okay. Is there any advice from my spirit guides? Any advice? I think I think we've answered you. If not, please let me know again. I lost someone close to me about 3 months ago, and I'm lost. I'm not dealing with this well. Does anything come through? There you are, Tiffany. I think we just spoke. Okay. I think we more or less roundabout got into that about you losing someone. If you keep yourself in the present moment, you'll find that the pain doesn't go away in as much as you need. Thank you. I'll give you this. They say time heals, but that is not necessarily true. You heal with intention, and that is just a matter of time. So in order to heal, I would suggest, which you probably have done, cry it all out, let it all go. It's a total cleansing process. And then start from the beginning, build yourself up. 3 months is no time. And boy, just over this Christmas period, it can hit even harder. Of course it can. So I feel with you, if I can remember what I just said, because I can never remember what I just said. There's this awakening beginning to happen with you, and Yes, please mourn. You need to get that, but you need also to focus on yourself and your career and everything else, because then that will make the sorrow and the loss feel a little bit easier. And in time, with intention, you still have the memories, your beautiful memories, but you won't feel that deep pain. As we speak, I feel this real, it's like a stabbing right here in my lower stomach. It's like a stitch, you know, when you run and run and run and run and you get this stitch. That's the feeling I'm getting there. So, okay. So, thank you very much, Mike. Well, that was a special cake that my grandmother used to make and give pieces to everyone. Bless her. Okay, I think she's still doing that over the other side. Also, you mentioned the letter sh. This is not related to her name, but it is the first letter of the town we both used to live in. Okay, thank you very much for that confirmation. You're spot on, to tell the truth, as I lost two most important people to me recently. I'm so lost. I want more from life, but I feel I'm not getting anywhere. Yeah, look, you know, in Yorkshire they have a saying, when in doubt, do nout. And you can't make a right decision when you're going through this period. Remember, life is not a marathon. It's not a race. It's just progress all the time. We just got to keep moving forward. You will, excuse me, you will find the right time and the right place. And I do feel you got over the worst of this terrible period to lose someone. November, December, January is an awful time. It's bad anyway, but these periods, and you know, also Valentine's is another awful time to lose someone, and Easter's another awful time to lose someone. But the Christmas period can be devastating. But you got through it, and you're getting through it. So best as you can now, focus on your life, and that will ease you. Okay. What's this one say? You're 300%. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. You are most welcome, my dear. Okay. I haven't done it. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Okay. Jen, let's just see, and then we're going to have to wrap this up. What was your question? Okay, here it is. Is there advice from a spirit team or my guides? Okay, well, as we talk about this, I feel very upbeat. I feel very buoyant. I feel like, come on. It's like, let's roll our sleeves up. Come on, girl. We can do this. There's this absolute feeling of, it almost feels like a party atmosphere. Because it feels as though you're reaching the point where you are beginning to get some excitement back in your life now, after a long period of I don't know, a long period of in the doldrums. I feel also, excuse me, what they're telling me is, I think you may have lost someone close to you recently. Also, because I've got this feeling of loss around you, but that's diminishing. Whilst the feeling doesn't go away, there is more focus on yourself now, which is right. And thank you, and don't feel bad about that. Is what they're saying. Don't feel that you haven't mourned enough or lost enough this feeling. So if it isn't someone that's passed, there's certainly a little bit of loss around you. Excuse me. Okay. So let's have a look. I want to, because we're going to cut off, I think, pretty soon. Let's have a look for you. I think April is going to be a good month for you. I think this is where it's going to kick in. I'm not saying you're going to be self-employed or have a new job, but I can see that I've got someone in spirit who's quite a cheeky kind of guy, actually, saying that you'll develop a side hustle of some description that are bringing some extra cash. Because I can see and feel and hear that you're quite astute. like this. So again, the message for you is don't worry, just keep going in that direction you're going in. You're now heading in a direction where you are beginning to enjoy life a lot more, and you should. The past is the past. Can you take the name Joanna as well? Because the name Joanna, I don't think it's Joe. Joanna, come in. If it's not for you, it'd be for somebody perhaps just before you. So let me just give you one more quick message, and then I will have to call it a day here. Okay. There's another name, Prim, coming. I never heard of that name, but anyway. Okay. Let me read something out here. Okay, let's have a look. When I love myself enough, I quit projecting my thoughts and my weaknesses onto others and kept them as my own. Well, I wouldn't keep them as my own, actually. Let's do one more for you. When I level myself enough, I began feeling, well, when I loved myself enough, I began feeling such relief. And that's the key. Okay. Let's have a quick look for you. Can you see if you can pick up something from a gal and a Billy, please? I just need something from them. Okay. Joanne's sister. Okay. Okay. Let's do this very briefly for you. Pick up on Gal and Billy. Okay. Okay. I think the Billy is a little bit stronger character that's coming through, and again, this is someone roll up your sleeves and let's do it. Let's get on with it. The gal person that you're talking about on the other side is keeping quite in the background. I don't think this was the character on the earth plane, but at the moment is kept in the keeping herself in the background, and this Billy is talking. Would you understand around one or both of these there was an accident that if it didn't take their life contributed to it, because I'm sensing some form of accident. I'm not being shown what it is at all, actually, but they're just giving me a feeling of it shouldn't have happened. But now they're on the other side, they understand that it was one of the options they had to exit this world. I have to be honest with you, I'm not getting too much from them. Maybe that was their personality, although I think with Billy he was probably much more of an outgoing person, but he's not really showing me that right now also. So let me see if I can just ask them to step forward just one more time for you, and see if we can get anything further. Okay, and that was Joanne, the sister. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. What I would say is, I don't know why this is, but they don't seem to come as a couple on the other side. They may have been a couple in some shape or form on this earth day, but on the other side they don't come as a couple. They've just stepped in together. Yes, my nana died unexpectedly in September. Okay. That's why I'm lost. Okay. Okay. Gail. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. The best thing I can do for you, if you give me your permission, is I'm going to be sending some healing to someone tonight to stop their nightmares. If you like, I will send you healing so that at least you can get more balance. I would also ask if you would like that your grandmother comes through to you in spirit, in sleep state, to speak with you. I want to say right now, she also is surrounding you, but not around the neck and the shoulders. If you put your hand palm up like this, you'll feel her put her hand on you. Let's just hold that for one moment. Just keep your hand out, relaxed. Keep them both out if you like, and you'll start to feel that your grandmother will, probably the fingertips, where they're the most sensitive, she'll start to put her energy in there. And you might feel a change of temperature around you slightly, like a breeze, a very, very gentle breeze. And if you allow and trust, it will happen. Okay. My grandfather, 21 of cancer. Okay. Okay, well, on one level, you know, he's cancer free. I'm just curious actually why I could feel they were a couple on the earth plane, but they don't come as a couple on the spirit side. So that's quite, doesn't mean that they're not connected, but there doesn't seem to be that bond, as it were. Okay, I'll do that for you. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so look, we're gonna have to leave it there tonight, I'm afraid. The energy is dropping a little bit. I want to thank you all for popping by, and hopefully that the messages that were received were inspirational, uplifting, and for those struggling, to give you another opportunity to move forward, to step forward, to love yourself above all else. I like sleeping too, since I've been sick for 3 weeks already with the flu. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, absolutely. You'll receive the healing tonight. So, everybody, I wish you a great rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. At some point, I'm going to get a phone system set up so that we can speak on the phone for those who want to speak on the phone. In the meantime, we just have to deal with it how it is for the moment. So this is me, Mike Cavalli, and our lovely Jean signing off. And please, you know, it's okay. If you've got the warrior spirit within you, ask Jean for help, or ask your guides. They won't betray you, but you have to ask, and then everything is going to work out. After he passed away, yeah, I fully understand that. When my father died, my mum, God bless her, gave it a good old try. I think she lasted about 3-4 years, but she just went downhill, downhill, downhill. Yeah, quite often that way. Okay. Okay. I thought maybe it was with you, or maybe, sorry, but I did feel there was a baby coming in at some point. But anyway, okay. Look, everyone, have a great rest of your evening. And I'll see you all next Wednesday. You can private message me, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So this is me, Mike Cavalli, and Jeanne d'Arc, signing off. Bye bye for now.